You won't believe what this client said to me on Zoom. It almost made me quit being a virtual assistant. If I've ever worked with a client who pushed you too far, you will feel this one. I'm sharing this story because it might um, teach someone out there, because it taught me the most important lessons of my entire VA career. And that is how to set boundaries and protect my space. If today is your first time here, my name is Adebola. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we talk about everything virtual assistant, from tools to trends and strategies that will make you remain relevant in the virtual assistant industry. When I started as a virtual assistant, I said yes to everyone. I thought that's what hustle meant, never turning down work, even when it felt wrong. Then one day, I landed my dream client. Well, maybe in my head, my dream client. She ran a thriving business. She spoke so confidently and, made me feel like I'd finally arrived. The first week was perfect. She loved my work. She gave, great feedbacks. And I thought, this is it. You know, I'm finally building the career I actually wanted. Until one morning, I got the message that changed everything. She said, "Hey, can we hop on a quick call?" Halfway through the call, she says, "I actually need you to start handling my inbox and clients' calls." It's, it's basically a small thing, and of course, the same rate. But I I was not so happy about that. Or I knew this wasn't what we agreed on, you get. But I said, sure, no problem, because I didn't want to lose her. Remember, she's my dream client. That week, I worked over 50 hours. I skipped meals. I had unanswered messages. I still felt like I wasn't doing enough. And one Friday night, I just sat there, exhausted, overwhelmed, and honestly embarrassed, because the truth hits me hard. I'd built my VA business to escape my 9 to 5, and somehow I, with my whole hand, I recreated the same thing, just with less pay and more stress. So there and then, I closed my laptop, went for a walk, and made a promise to myself: never again. Never again would I let fear make me say yes to work that would drain me, that I know would obviously drain me, and I will say yes. Never again would I let someone else define my boundaries. So that moment changed everything for me as a virtual assistant. So you might ask, why am I sharing this story? I'm sharing this story because from that day on, I made 3 changes. 3 changes that I know would help you in your virtual assistant journey. And number one is clear onboarding boundaries. Every new client signs a scope of work. So I make them actually sign a scope of work. So there is no confusion and there are no extra tasks out of the blues. Number two is pre-qualification calls. Like, we jump on, clarity calls, call it whatever name you would, want to call it. I talk to potential clients before, signing anything. If our communication style clash, I walk away. This call is basically to just, have a feel of, there's a way you actually know a person when you communicate with them. So it just helps me to, get to know them better. So if they are, a if they have a personality I feel okay, I cannot, deal with, I walk away, no matter the money you're actually putting on the table, because I need my sanity. Number three is confidence in saying no. Don't make the mistake I made, because I was looking for, I had a dream client, and in quotes, I was desperate. to actually land a client. So because every time you say no to the wrong client, you make space for the right one. Yes, every time you say, for every no you say, you are making space for the, the right clients. And since then, I've worked with dream clients who respect my time, including executive brands who value quality over chaos. So, hey, buddies, don't make the mistake I made. I share my story so that you don't make the same mistake. And if you've, ever dealt with a client that crossed your boundaries, I would love you to drop a comment. Let me know how you actually dealt with it. We have all been there. And if you are ready to build a virtual assistant business that feels like freedom again, hit subscribe, because next week I'm sharing 5 things I would never do again as a virtual assistant. Remember, boundaries aren't wall. They are how you build a business that lasts. See you in my next video. Bye for now.